Hi guys, how you guys doing? We all good. We all super. We're all wonderful. You know why? Because I'm finally posting my tag video. But you know what? I would have done it sooner, but hey, I have a job. I get busy. It happens sometimes. Please do not get butthurt about it. It happens. I'm pretty sure it happens to all of us, and sometimes we just can't make the video on the day we say we will until next day we could wake up really early, get started, and not even plan what we're gonna say because that's how we roll nowadays. No, it's cool because I suck. We all know I suck, but still, shut it. So my question was, tell us something that you're really good at and something you're really bad at. Yeah, I know a lot of things, but the thing was, it had to be, odd and different. I'm like, whoa. So, what are a few things that I am good and bad at? And you know what? I just jumped in this video. I don't even know what I'm good or bad at. So, you know what? I'm gonna pause for a moment and think. Okay, so I guess after 2 hours of the previous recording I did, I finally sat down and thought about, hey, what am I good at? What am I really bad at? So the bad part was really easy to figure out because there's a lot of things I'm really bad at, but for the odd kind of shit, there was one, okay, there was four that came to mind, but this one is really bad for me and kind of, I guess, different. I mean, I'm pretty sure it happens to everybody else, but not much like me. You see, for me being an assistant manager at my job, I'm supposed to be coordinated with everything. Helping people out, doing, paperwork, yada yada, handling money, yada yada shit. Well, the thing is, I'm not good with money. Almost everybody should know most women are not good with money. But I pretty much top it off really bad. Because, one, whenever I have to count the deposit and take it to the bank, I usually lose it. I sometimes lose the deposit in my car. It's either at work or in my car while I'm going to the bank. So I'm literally freaking out majority of the time until I realize, oh wait, I put it in my purse. Why the fuck do I keep doing this to me? But that's not the thing. It gets worse. So, well, for me, it does get worse because I'm pretty OCD about this because I gotta make sure it's right there, ready for me to take, and just, you just expect it to be there, and once it's out of sight, it's kind of out of mind for a moment, and then after you get back to it, regardless if it's a minute later versus a half hour later, or so on and so forth, you're like, wait, what the fuck? I don't know where this is at. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna get in so much trouble, but, I usually find it, I usually move on, but the thing is, I just need to get better at that. Not only losing the deposit, when it comes to counting money out of the registers for the new shift to come in, you have to drop it down to 100. Every register has to drop down to 100. For some reason, I keep on miscounting every register. I mean, I was really good in math at school. Counting, algebra, calculus, geometry, all that shit. Anything that has to do with, equations. I was good at counting. The math was so easy for me. But when it came to this, I have to count it 15 times just to make sure it's right. And as soon as it's right, I have to check the rest of the money and see if it adds up to what my receipt says. And sometimes I'm also have to recount the register again. It's right. So I'm like, okay, so where the fuck is this rest of this at? So I have to wait another hour before I could find the rest of the money, recount it all, and see if it's all there. If it's not, then it's just weird for me. I just don't understand how I'm usually up to date, close with everything else, but when it comes to money, it's just one thing I have no problem with. I mean, it is a problem that I have with, but I don't know, it was just really peculiar for me because I'm supposed to be good at this, but apparently I'm not because I suck. So, With the good, the really good, there's just nothing I'm really good at that's really odd. I mean, like, there was probably a few things that came to mind. Was being double jointed, but I don't understand why I would be really good at being double jointed. I mean, like, I don't do it on purpose all the time. I mean, like, just there. So I came with the writing with my foot, because there was at least 5 or 7 times that I had to do it, and the majority of it was while I was in high school, because, you know, writing, I mean, like, my hands were hurting at the time, my wrist, my arms. I was in basketball, so I was sore through all the drills that my coach put us through, and I had a lot of homework to do. So while I was sorry about that. That was, you know, work related shit. But, you know, while I was in basketball, drills, yada yada, trying to do homework, after doing like 5 pages of writing, and I'm like, holy shit, my arm is starting to hurt even more. So when it came to the math problems, when it came from the simple short circles, I would use my foot and just circle everything, X everything. And if it looked really bad, I didn't care. I really did it. My arms were hurting. The teachers will have to deal with me and my shitty ass handwriting just for that day. Everything else will be okay. But you know what? They are going to deal with that shit because I'm in pain, and they just, you know, I don't care. I just don't care. I remember there was another time a few weeks ago, I was writing with my foot again, and it was just for the hell of it to see if I could still do it. I could barely do it like I used to in high school, but I guess that's because, you know, I don't spend a lot of time doing it. It's not a requirement for me to do, even though I have the idea of how to do it. So, yep, you know, shit like that. This was actually one of these questions that actually made me think for a good while. Like I said, it took me about, what, 2 hours to figure this shit out. Well, you know, that's cool. I really appreciate that. Thank you for whoever originally tagged, I think was Nook for this. But, you know, that's cool. It's nice to answer questions like this because that actually helps me think of, hey, what am I actually good at? So, yeah. Thank you for the tag. So right now, I'm going to think of a person and what question I'm going to ask them. So, yeah. You guys have a wonderful day.